Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BFA and RDA ESOF launch brought to you by Finera. Please sit back and relax, our program will start shortly.
Hello and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Louie and I am your host for today's very special occasion. Accompanying me virtually as we speak is...
Hi everyone, my name is Belinda and I will be your company to host today's event. We wish all of you is safe and healthy.
On behalf of the organizers, we would like to extend our warm welcome to BFA-RDA Asia and
Rosy Data Analyst official soft launch event.
This partnership signifies both BFA and RDA's unwavering commitment towards greater success. Now, before we kickstart the agenda, let me share a quick background on BFA. BFA-RDA Asia is an independent petroleum consulting company headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Established in April of 2013, BFA-RDA Asia is an equity joint entity in between BFA-RDA in Paris, PBQ Oilfields in Dubai, and local Malaysian partners. BFA specializes in integrated solutions over a wide range of fields in exploration, development, and production, coupled with their proprietary software, ENP, Software Solutions, OpenFlow Suite.
Well, that was the explanation about BFA. Now I would like to share about RDA. Rothschild Data Analyst or RDA Technology Indonesia is a service company in oil and gas industry based in Jakarta. Established in April 2016, RDA successfully delivered more than 30 projects in Indonesia and overseas. Now, RDA has partnerships with more than 10 business partners worldwide. Louie?
Yes, Belinda. Right now, I can see that we have about 33 participants tuning in. So we are going to have a very exciting morning today. Our key lineup of professionals in their own field is ready to share renewed, useful insights to help us overcome today's volatile market outlook. I'm really looking forward to it. How about you, Belinda?
Yeah, me too. I cannot wait to see the presentation from all speakers today. I'm sure the ESOF launch participants are waiting for them as well. Well, no need to wait any longer. Let's just go to the next agenda. It's Keynote address from CEO of RDA, Mrs. Rosy Purnamasari. She has 15 plus years experience in the oil and gas industry. She started her career as a sales team in several service companies, and look at her now. She successfully managed her own company. Please welcome Mrs. Rosy Purnamasari.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. Welcome to the ESOF launch BFA-RDA Asia and RDA Technology Indonesia. It's been an honor for me as the CEO of RDA Technology Indonesia to bring the opening speech at this event. I believe that the collaboration between RDA and BFA happens because we have the same vision and mission to contribute to the future of oil and gas industry in Indonesia. On this occasion, I would like to express my sincere appreciation and thank the BFA and RDA team who helped make this event come together, especially to Mr. Eddy, Mr. Afifi, and the team. 2020 has been a tough year since the pandemic began, and it has impacted many lives, societies, industries, including oil and gas. But thank God, we are still given health and the ability to go through all of these challenges. It's been more than 5 years since RDA was founded back in 2016. Today, RDA Technology Indonesia has successfully delivered more than 30 projects in Indonesia and overseas. We have contributed and been trusted by our customers and partners in the oil and gas industry. We have providing partnership with more than 10 business partners worldwide in providing their technology and services in Indonesia. And today, we added BFA as our official partner. As we know, BFA is a leading independent petroleum consultant based in Kuala Lumpur. They have been proven to provide best-in-class consultancy solutions, software, support, and assistance covering from exploration till production. I am sure it is the right first step for BFA and RDA to expand our business in Indonesia. With that being said, I would like to officially announce the collaboration between Basic Friendly Asia and RDA Technology Indonesia. And before we proceed to the next agendas, please let me introduce my team who has been loyal and worked very hard for RDA Technology Indonesia. This is my team, Michael.
Well, thank you so much, Mrs. Rosy, for the pressing keynote address and the introduction of RDA members. Louie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to hear from you at the comment section. Please roll in your questions and we will try to respond to you as soon as possible. All right then, Belinda, moving on to the next session. Someone who needs no further introduction. With over 35 years of experience, he joined Basic Front Lab in 1997 and has led and pioneered the improvement of reservoir characterization and the early development of TEMIS 2D and TEMIS 3D, which is now a prominent basin modeling tool in the industry. It is my great honor to invite Mr. Jean Burrus, Chairman and CEO of Basic Front Lab, to deliver his keynote address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues from Indonesia. I'm Jean Burrus. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Basic Front Lab. It's really an honor and a privilege for me to welcome you in this virtual event. I would like to thank all you participants, especially representatives from SK Gas, Pertamina Group, government bodies, international, national oil companies. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Indonesia for its new mission, 1 million barrel production per day around 2013. It's an ambitious objective, but technology, creativity, new ideas, cooperation, and your skills and hardworking tradition will allow, I'm convinced, to make this objective a reality. We all know that oil and gas is set to play a very durable role in the world's energy mix in the decades to come. It's thus extremely important for the whole world and for Indonesia that oil and gas resources are developed and produced in a sustainable, affordable way using the best technologies and together with other sources of energies. The world needs all the energies. We at Basic Front Lab and at IFP, the French Petroleum Institute, our mother company, we have a long history of cooperation with Indonesia in oil and gas exploration. Can I remember the joint team of French and Indonesian geologists who jointly elaborated in the 1990s this famous first petroleum atlas of Indonesian oil and gas basins, which I believe was used during so many time afterwards and helped guide successful exploration programs. Can I also mention that on a more personal note, I remember when I was a younger researcher at IFP, I was in charge of the petroleum system modeling group. That was quite several decades ago. And my team was involved in the first ever oil and gas migration study in the Mahakam Delta, which raised huge technology challenges. One of these challenges is that in order to understand migration pathways in those finely interbedded sand shale successions, there is no way. You need to introduce some upscaling, some averaging techniques. So for the very first time, we used the concept of multi-phase flow upscaling techniques, which are very familiar to reservoir engineers, but were not at all used in the geologic community. And introducing these techniques has allowed us to predict oil and gas accumulations very successfully, not only the existing ones, but also the ones that were subsequently discovered and developed. I think we also show in those years that overpressures linked to compaction disequilibrium created lateral pressure gradients, overpressure gradients that could create dynamic trapping conditions that could lead to commercial discovery. And indeed, our study led to a successful commercial gas discovery in the Mahakam Delta. Of course, modeling geologic processes, oil and gas migration, sedimentary process at geologic timeframe has made considerable progress right now and will continue to do so. The use of advanced seismic data, seismic attributes can now be integrated with up-to-date structural concept, stratigraphic concept, sedimentologic concept. Today, atlases are digital, are 4D, and are often based on GIS database, allowing for more accurate and predictive results and more usable results. IFP, the French Petroleum Institute, is now called IFP-EN, Énergie Nouvelle, New Energy. IFP-EN has remained since those early days the pioneer and the leader in development of subsurface numerical models for exploration. We are convinced that these new generation models, linked with state-of-the-art seismic interpretation, seismic attribute interpretation, and all other geoscience disciplines, are the key to successful unlocking of oil and gas reserves. 4D stratigraphic models were in existence 10 years ago. Now they'll allow predicting in industrial studies in the real world. That's no more academic. They allow predicting the shape and nature of stratigraphic sequences, distribution of facies far away from well control, whereas improved geochemical concepts, which we have extensively applied in Southeast Asia, allow not only predicting oil and gas accumulations, GOR and API, but they also allow predicting CO2. And we don't want to discover CO2 fields, do we? And also gas contaminants. So the scope of those models has very much get broader and is addressing more sophisticated processes. It's also worth mentioning, I think, that advanced gridding techniques with their corresponding mathematics allows capturing very complex fault geometry, like listic fault, like mud diapirs, etc., and capture those geometries and assess their role in the reconstruction of fluid migration. So this technique allows really narrowing the gap between structural geology reconstruction in a 4D sense, historical reconstruction, and the understanding of fluid flow of oil and gas migration. It is also very important to remember that recently developed tools allow capturing uncertainty and diminish risk in a very rigorous way. These techniques were borrowed from other disciplines, agriculture science, medicine. Some of them are called experimental design. But basically, they allow us, geologists, to capture the uncertainty in a rigorous way and therefore reduce the risk of exploration decisions, drilling decisions. Now, it is interesting to note that all these techniques initially were developed for clastic successions, sand and shale. However, one of the major outcomes of the past decade has been to adapt these techniques and show their added value to address carbonate successions, carbonate plays, carbonate prospects, and carbonate characterization for field development purpose. We are very proud at the IFP to have been at the forefront of this research and applications. The experience we have gained in the Middle East, in Latin America, in Malaysia, has led to new generation workflow. And for instance, we are using high resolution sequence stratigraphic modeling to predict at reservoir scale, at very fine field architecture in carbonate field, and hence help predict and manage processes such as water encroachment, water breakthrough, and develop optimal development strategies. These techniques have been adapted to both mature areas where we have lots of data, lots of wells, lots of historical data, but also under different forms in immature areas, immature basins, where the few wells available have to be tied into the less mature part of the basin using seismics and concepts and the modeling concepts. I must say that I am absolutely convinced that the use of these techniques will make a major contribution to the development of oil and gas resources of Indonesia in its various basins, as it has in the Middle East, in West and North Africa, in Guyana, Suriname, the probably most recent oil province developed in the world, in offshore Brazil, East Canada, East Mediterranean, or West Siberia, to name a few provinces where we help successfully evaluate oil and gas resources, attract investors through new generation ideas and studies based on these modeling, and practically make discoveries, oil and gas discoveries. Indonesia has a large variety of frontier basins, of deep water basins, carbonate as well as clastic. You have lots of fractured reservoir plays, unconventional reservoirs, mature and immature basins. I do believe that the different type of modeling techniques I have mentioned all have a contribution to play in these different basin types and maturity levels, exploration maturity levels. Now, one key of our philosophy is partnership and long-term vision. And I'm here today to express my willingness as chairman and CEO of Basic Lab that we enter into a cooperation with long-term ideas, with cooperation, with exchanging people, on-the-job training, with very intense joint activities. And I believe our strength, your strength put together can help unlock the challenges which are sitting ahead of us. Now, let me mention also something related to energy transition, very important. As I said before, IFP has changed its name. It's no more IFP, which means Institute French of Petroleum. The new name is IFP New Energy, IFP-EN in French. And the change of name reflects the new orientation of BC. The IFP group continues being an actor of first-class actor in research, innovation in oil and gas, and the world needs this. It needs innovation in oil and gas. But we are also becoming an actor in energy transition. And IFP has started a huge research and innovation program. It started more than 10 years ago, which addresses key issues of the energy transition. One of the issues is geothermal energy. We have very good experience adapting methodologies and techniques from the field of oil and gas reservoirs to the field of geothermal energy. And we are currently helping several countries map their geothermal resources, find the best areas, model and optimize pilot development, and improve economics and look at the economics and optimize the economics of geothermal projects. Another area where we at IFP Group are very active is capture of carbon and underground storage. We know that in the future, there will be worldwide a considerable development of CO2 capture and sequestration. We have already in the group developed many methodologies, many technologies to capture various types of CO2. And we have successfully participated in several pilot projects around the world, from capture to underground storage. We have developed special simulation tools that allow us to optimize the process in terms of technical challenges, but also in terms of economics. I would be very happy to start a discussion with Indonesian partners to look at the potential of CO2 CCUS in Indonesia and how our experience can be fruitfully shared with Indonesian partners. We also have the ability to audit carbon emissions from the wellhead to the refinery. We have done several such projects, and we have the capability to recommend optimal way to reduce emissions without rebuilding the installations, but more by adaptation of the existing installations. Finally, I would like to say that we have also developed more ambitious consulting capability in advising decision makers in general about road toward new energy mix, including hydrogen roadmap, green, blue hydrogen. And our experts are already advising several decision makers in such areas. Again, I would be very happy to have the opportunity to present this capability to Indonesian partners and look and map cooperation possibilities. Finally, and to conclude this introduction, I would like to thank all of you for your presence. It's a bit a pity that we cannot be physically present. It's a pity that we have to wear this, and I hope, thanks to vaccines, this virus will be forgotten in the month to come. And I would like to thank great success to your exchanges during this event. Let me also thank my colleagues from BC Lab Asia and Rhodes Hill data analyst for setting up the event. I wish you very, very fruitful discussions. Terima kasih, and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jean, for sharing with us this valuable key message to help us get through today's situation. Well, yeah, now let's move on to our next speaker, Mr. Tayyab Malik. He has 30 years working experience in the upstream oil and gas industry. He has been leading a team of professionals from Dubai, Pakistan, and Malaysia. He is currently the Managing Director and President Asia of BFA. Please welcome Mr. Tayyab Malik. The time is yours.
Distinguished participants, speakers, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to address this launching forum to officiate our partnership with Rhodes Hill Data Analyst. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, all the participants, especially representative from SKK MIGAS, Pertamina Group, and other participating organization in this momentous event. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you and give appreciation to the organizing committee who generously worked to bring this event come through. In BC Lab Asia, we are always aiming to reach out and provide to the clients as effective as we can through our technical services and state-of-the-art technology. Our success is affirmed by our ability to deliver the projects without compromising on safety, quality, and customer satisfaction. We believe that having Rhodes Hill as our partner in Indonesia will significantly improve our capability to strategically connect and work in the Indonesian market and with the clients. We are always open to contribute to the industry by working with small, medium-sized company and to the national oil companies. As we are aware that Indonesia has set ambitious target as outlined in the energy transition policies and major national strategies. The government mission to achieve 1 million barrels of oil per day in 2030 is indeed inspiring and will create a shift in the energy industry. In BFA, Indonesia is a prospective country with the vast areas of complex where the opportunities of discoveries can be achieved. On top of this, Indonesia has a lot of areas that are geologically high potential for carbon storage, which can be utilized effectively as a source of net zero carbon emission in future. We hope you will enjoy these sessions and feel free to reach out to us in case you need to know more information about these topics. We are committed to continue to deliver our best solutions for helping to discover new opportunities to maximize our clients' asset production. With this, I conclude. I wish BFA-RDA Asia and Rhodes Hill Data Analyst a productive and a successful event and partnership ahead. All the best. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Tayyab Malik.
Thanks, Belinda, and thank you to all the speakers. With that, the time has come for us to finally officiate the partnership. Are you ready, Belinda?
Yeah, I'm 100% ready, Louie. Let's get started.
I would like to invite Ms. Rosy to officiate our partnership.
We hereby officially announce
BFA-RDA Asia Rosy Strategic Partnership.
Towards greater success, may this partnership with RDA's vision and mission and be the drive and fuel to this collaboration.
Yeah, we hope these collaborations can provide even better service to our client all around the world. Last but not least, we arrive at the closing remarks to remind us that we were almost at the end of the event. These closing remarks will be delivered by Director of Global Solution Division of BFA-RDA, Mr. Thierry Lemo. He has 25 years of experience in E&P. He is the Director of the Global Solution Division of BFA-RDA, in charge of consulting studies and software edition. So please welcome Mr. Thierry Lemo.
Selamat pagi, ladies, gentlemen, dear colleagues. I'm very pleased to close this event. I'd like first to congratulate BFA-RDA Asia and Rhodes Hill for the partnership launch. As previously mentioned by Jean Burrus during the introduction, Indonesia has always been considered as a strategic portfolio in BFA-RDA due to its unique and dynamic E&P opportunities. I'd like then to express my excitement for the 1 million barrel production per day in 2030 agenda by the Indonesian government. This vision will certainly trigger the economy and market dynamics in full spectrum. In light of this, I'd like to congratulate BFA-RDA Asia for successfully conducting the 1 million barrel technical marathon today. The agenda, as you saw, was carefully set up to address the specific E&P challenges in Indonesia as of today. In BFA-RDA, we strongly believe that to achieve these targets, we have to work in hybrid, which is to say focusing on exploration new materials and sources of hydrocarbon, while also focusing on maximizing production of the existing assets. The era of easy oil has ended, and Indonesia has a list of unique challenges and complexity. I strongly believe that the agenda that we have covered today, which was focusing on fracture assets, finding new oil with new high, deep water workflow, carbonate production, as well as implementing logs and AI for the hydrocarbon detection, are very well aligned with Indonesia's aspiration. I also would like to emphasize that BFA-RDA has always worked effectively with all types of industry partners. This includes host authorities, banking partners, national oil companies, independent oil companies, and small to medium-sized companies to assist them technically and help them taking the right decision. In Southeast Asia, with BFA, we believe that there is still a lot of potential in new discoveries, in the optimization of current production assets, as well as finding world-class candidates for CO2 storage. As such, we hope that our industry partners will come forward, as we need you to talk to us on the challenges, aspiration, and mission, so we can be your technical solution partner. To conclude this event, I'd like to mention one important point. BASIF Lab interest is always to continue pushing boundaries of science by industrializing cutting-edge technology. This effort is very crucial to help our clients discover new hydrocarbon potential, effectively produce their assets, and making sure our partners are ready for energy transition. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ziari, for the closing remarks.
The hours fly by so fast, Belinda. We have now come to the end of this event. We would like to extend our greatest gratitude for your participation and endless support, and for also staying with us until the very end. Now, although this event has ended, but this just marks the beginning of a strong and strategic partnership ready to go headfirst into the battle. If you need further information on BFA or RDA, please do not forget to check them out at their official website, www.basif.asia
and www.rotshill.com or LinkedIn profiles for news and updates or to get in touch with the team. Besides that, don't forget to follow their social media and Instagram at BASIF FriendLab Asia and at RDA Indonesia. And keep in mind that there is a long way to go, but we believe BFA and RDA can survive in any circumstances.
Until we meet again, this is Louie
and Belinda signing off.
Signing off.
Take care and stay safe.
Stay safe.